Hello, this is Mary Lou, and I'm here to share a new journal with you. The journal measures 7.5 by 5.25, and it has 2 signatures sewn in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It has approximately 76 plus pages, counting both sides, and it's pretty flexible, as you can see. It's made with a heavy-duty file folder that I then have put a piece of I put Tyvek in on the base of the file folder. Then I added 110-pound cardstock here that I then covered with Ranger multimedia mat. And on the inside, there's another piece of 110-pound cardstock. So it's got some good structure to it, but it's still pretty flexible. This is the cover that I designed. I love the soft color. You know me, I usually put some decoration on there. I just couldn't. I just love this cover, just this simple cover, just like it is. Here's the spine. And I made just a small little bow here, and the tassel is not one that I can take credit for having made, but it's one that I bought at Joann's. I thought it was beautiful because there's butterflies in here, there's roses, there's leaves, but I just like the wings and the turquoise, because this is mostly pinks and turquoises. Here's the back of the journal. It also treated with Ranger, so it's very smooth and just a tiny bit of sheen. And I love both fronts and backs of this. The closure is eyelets here with a simple seam binding, as in snug hug tie. Okay, let's go in. I put lots of lace inside and on the bottom of several pages. I just wanted that fringy look again that I'm getting stuck on, but I love it. It's a beautiful picture of a little gal. Then the papers are very vintage. Here's a file folder, a mini file folder that I made into a pocket. There's the cards for that. I printed on a page of white paper that I used some vintage papers, and I fastened a doily on the face of it. So I not only ended up with a beautifully printed doily, I did a couple of them, but I got this beautiful doily effect on the paper. So let's go to the next page. So not to dally. There's a pocket here and a glassine bag here and another glassine bag back here. So let's go, and then lots of lace on the side. In the first pocket, there's your story begins, and then you can see more of the detail. There's some soft turquoise netting with glitter on it. Then there's this little gal, nostalgia, and then up at the top is this big tag, and there's this where you can write your name to claim it as your book. Whoops, which one does it go in? There we go. And then here, and yeah, that's it. Okay, turning the page. I did lots of stenciling. And I did not do tea dyeing. And if I see any tea dyeing, I will tell you, but I used parchment paper and just did the stenciling. Here's a little gal that I fussy cut out, and I stuck a little tag there. You can put whatever you want. There's some glossy accents on her. And on this side, a bird and a library card. Yeah. And then here's a beautiful white a square doily that I made into a pocket, and inside the pocket I put these 2 little cards. And then here's an envelope. And inside, you know, I'm not going to open them all up, but it'll give you an idea. In this one, I put one of the pages from the kit. Or not from the kit, that I found online. I created my own pages this time. I didn't use a kit of sorts. I just found pages online that I loved, and I created pages out of them. Okay, so it's just some stamping. Here's a little gal that I fussy cut out. You take off the paper clip, the little hanger, and you could flip open here, and there's kind of a secret place to do some journaling, and then you can fold it back up and nobody will know. And then inside there's a jar and a little dress, and then a little card with roses. There's lots of roses in this kit. Lots of roses in this journal, I should say. I just filled it with roses. More stenciling and stamping, and here's a little glassine bag that I put these little things in. Okay, little journaling spaces and cards. A cute little gal. She's got some Winkostella on her. Here's a page. I bought these at A Tattered Dream, so there's a page that you'll see all the sides. It's got a bird's nest here. Some lace I did add on there. Did Martha Stewart punching on all the rest of the pages. Here's a double pocket. That's the center of the signature, and there's some cards. Okay. And in the middle is an envelope that I made, and inside is a journaling spot with a vintage woman. I typed out vintage in my computer and printed it out and put some really old delicate lace on there, some vintage lace. And then the other side some fibers on there from Denise's shop. There's the other side of the page. And you know, I know we're just seeing the bottom of the bird. I guess it's not a nest, they're on a branch. But you can put whatever you want on here. If you want to put one of the tags or whatever, or I thought you might just want to write on it. There's another page. Here's a doily. This doily is one of them that I printed on paper. There's another little journaling card. It does have some vintage lace right there, or part of a doily, I'm not sure which, and some more current lace. And it's got netting that's soft turquoise with the little, little sparkly things. Some more of that. Happy day. Here's a flip up, and there's a double pocket. So here is a tiny file folder. And here is another little teeny tiny envelope that I sized down, and in there is a tag. Or it's actually, I think it's a card. I just put that shape on it. And then this card. And some more stenciling here. More pretty pages that I have. Then here's another little gal that I fussy cut out, her and her kitty. She's carrying flowers. I did do a little. Meant to do more, but I never got to it. We went on vacation and I didn't get done. But this has got a little bit of, what do I call it? Glossy accents, yeah. And then there's a stamp on a little teeny tiny card, and they all just fit in here however you want them. And on the other side, another beautiful painting of roses. On this file folder, I put another pocket with lace and with cardstock. There's one of these. There's a large tag or journaling spot. And then this cute little beauty. There's the end of the first signature, the beginning of the second. There's lots of room for journaling. Here's another 110-pound file folder that I printed out. These were large ones that I purchased online from a digital site, and I'll list all the kits in the bottom of my video. So there's some more beautiful. This is a little tiny page. I printed out a little card that says notes. Okay, and so then there you go. This is a vellum sheet that I printed on with these pretty roses, and then I added the ribbon and the lace and a little ribbon here. So that's really pretty. Of course, it's got Martha Stewart punch here, her lace one. Here's another page where I did multiple pockets. This is a pocket, and it's got Wink of Stella. I put a little doily here with a little half pearl there. Then in the first pocket, there's these notes. You can see there's some of that pretty netting that I have, tulle. There's another, hopefully you can see that, another card. And then up at the very top, there's another tag. So you can see there's 3 levels here. Plus there is one back, nope, not on this one. On the first one, there's a space in the back of one of them. Let's see if there's some here. Yeah, there's one here, and there's one here. So you've got multiple options of stacking stuff in here. And then these just go down in here. And more lace fringe. Okay, here's a piece of tracing paper, and this is one of the doilies I printed out, and I quarter cut them and put them on the corners here so that they could act as a holder for this big, large journaling spot. Here's a little pocket with a little tag in it. Here's a little envelope with another pretty woman in the garden. The theme all the way through here is pretty much garden and roses and children and women. So here's some lace and vintage style. Decorated the bag. Some more of that. Here's a pretty doily that I just inked with a little bit of spun sugar to make that stand out a little more. Here's a pocket. It's a glassine bag that I put lace and a die cut here of butterflies. And in this it says in the garden. Plenty of room for journaling back there. And then this little label that you can use however you wish. And it's got these little pretty butterflies that I got from Denise's shop. I did some stamping and some stenciling. Here's another little envelope, and inside, vintage little girl and a woman holding a rose. I didn't look on the back, so let's look. There you go. In case there's something on there. I hope you're having a good day, and I'm thankful that you stopped by to take a look at what I've got going here. Hey, here's another one of those little flip over so that you can do some, and these pages like this is tea stained. Okay, that one I know is tea stained. Then in the pocket, there's a woman reading to her child, a card, and then a little cute dress. Love these little dresses. I would say this is a very, very girly journal. And what I decided to call her was Felicity. And if you look that up, it's a beautiful word, Felicity, and to be felicitous. This one says joy. I tore a little strip of a page that I printed out on cardstock, so I thought that would look pretty. the other end of that pretty doily. Here's a pop-up, or a flip-up, however you want to call it. It's decorated. In this pocket, another little, this one's on paper, a little file folder, a miniaturized one. And here's another little envelope. I'm going to keep that one a secret. I don't remember what's in it, but it's heavy, so it's cardstock, something with cardstock. Here's a pretty tag. I love that with the flowers and the music. That goes in the back pocket. And then here's another little envelope. I won't open it. That can be a secret for you to find. Okay, and here's another pretty bag that's been decorated with lace and flowers. Here's a pretty little gal and her daughter, or a child with her. I got a machine that allows me to put the leaves on, so there's many of these I sewed on have these leaves. And so just some cards and some places to journal. Okay. Here's the other half of that doily that I printed on with a little girl that I've added. She's got Wink Stella on her. I made a little pocket with this paper that I've had from, is it Melissa Francis, I think, and I loved the bird, and I loved the little rhyme that's here, or the little poem. In the pocket there's a little card and another little card with the Tiffany stamp. And then here's a card with roses that I made with more of my stitching and some more words that I printed out and some vintage lace. And more of my fringe. That's the last page. On the back I put a pocket with a pretty gal holding roses on a sheet of music. And then just these pretty pieces. More pink, more beautiful pink. Okay, and then on the back I added a little label that has handmade by Mary Lou Fallows, Porch Swing Designs. This will be for sale in my Etsy shop as soon as I get it listed and take pictures of it. Thank you for stopping by. If you liked this journal, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye now.